What's up, people? Another episode of Real Ball Talk. A little bit of a special one today. Usually we do the prediction show on Fridays, but there's not that many Premier League games this weekend. It's mainly FA Cup. So we said, you know what, why don't we react to the Champions League and Europa League quarterfinal and semi-final draws from this morning. So before we go any further, obviously, Jalil, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, good man, good man. I mean, I'm quite happy with the way it all came out in terms of the draw and everything, you know, but I'm not happy with the performance last night, but I'm sure we're going to get into that later.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely get into the performance when we look over Arsenal's draw. Obviously, we're just waiting on Rash. But overall, I think the main thing to be said about the Europa League draw is that, boy, the Arsenal-Man United final is on. Yeah. It's on. If both sides, it's on. So if both sides do their bits, then we could be looking at Arsenal-Man United final for the Europa League, which is that will be a very, very, very interesting final. But yeah, obviously we had the Champions League draw as well. Just focusing on the British sides, I think it's Porto Chelsea, which is an interesting tie. We got Madrid Liverpool, which is a Champions League final rematch from 2018, so that's a big tie. And we got Man City Dortmund, which is not a bad tie, to be fair. It's not a bad tie.
It's weird, man, because why does Man City always get these tough draws all the time? It's like we know they can't. Well, I'm not saying they can't, but when it comes to counter-attacking teams, they don't do the best against them. They like teams that sit down, they break them down. But like teams like United, for example, they're counter-attacking team. They will hurt you, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I do feel sorry for City, and I remember putting this in a group chat. Why is it City? Why does City always get the bad draws? And they always say it's because they cheat. And to be fair, they've bust case so many times. So
they've bust case bare times in financial fair play for sure. But you know what? I'm looking forward to big up Falak in the building. Hope you're good. How are you feeling about the draw? You guys got Granada. Man like Roberto Soldado in that up top. I didn't even know that guy still played football, man. That Spurs reject.
The Spanish striker.
Yeah, the Spanish striker. He's Granada striker, bro. You know what? You never know, bro. They could have done with Soldado last night in Zagreb.
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, that game was hilarious, man. I can't even lie. Seeing Spurs go out like that was mad.
As an Arsenal fan, it was a bit weird to watch because I thought like I wanted Spurs in the final and then to crush their dreams. To see their dreams get crushed like that was mad, bruv, you know. And as I keep saying, Jose's wasting. He's wasting Kane and Son. Well, obviously Son didn't play, but your Bells and everything, because these guys and Ndombele, like he's attractive on the ball. He does their thing. He looks good. All these guys are defending and stuff, but listen, just let them express themselves and do their thing. Your tactics are outdated, but what's his name? Ostrich or something? Ostrich, sorry. But he's a bad boy, bro. All goals was bad. Do you know what I mean? None of them.
Yeah. Every single one, bro.
None of them were rubbish. He's amazing.
Every single goal was bad, and I don't know, man. It's peak for Spurs. I can't even lie, and yeah, man. I don't know. Now it's just a case of it's that Carling Cup final or bust for them. Like they don't win that, I think Mourinho's curtains, bro, because they ain't making top four.
That's true.
It's crazy how this season has just turned around completely for them. They were top of the league at one point, and now it's just gone crumbling apart. But yeah, man. But listen, before Rash comes on and we get into the Arsenal draw, any Champions League draw or game that stands out particularly for you?
Yeah, man, easily. It's got to be the final last year, Bayern Munich and PSG for me. Just to touch on it quickly, everyone's like, "Oh, now we get to see what Poch can do." I'm sorry, but I don't even think if you had a sick team, they can stop Bayern. I'm sorry, because Bayern just score. They score goals. They do the business at the end of the day. And like, obviously, don't get me wrong, Mbappe, I'm his biggest fan, but he can't do it by himself, man. Is Neymar back yet?
Neymar's back.
Okay, Neymar's back. Okay. And it's 2 legs. It's not like it's a final where it's 1. So 2 legs. If Poch gets it right, they go through. But Bayern, look at the form on, man. It's a bit ridiculous if I'm honest.
Big shot. I can't lie. I think it's a great draw, but I feel a bit sorry for PSG, man. Like, that's the worst draw you could get.
Yeah.
No one wanted Bayern Munich, bro.
No one.
No one wanted Bayern Munich. They just scored too many goals. They're too potent up top. They're just lethal, man. I don't know, man. It's peak for PSG, but if Poch can do it, but even imagine that if they beat Bayern Munich, they'll probably have to play Man City in the semi-final, bro.
Oh,
so it's not like it gets that much easier for them.
It is set up for, like, if you look at how it's laid out, there could potentially be another English final again.
English finals again.
That's set up for Europa and Champions League.
Yeah, again, like it was a couple of years back. Exactly.
When we had Chelsea and we was all in Box Park getting drunk and thinking, "But we're about to win our first European title," and getting smashed. But yeah, man. Every time I remember Box Park, well, I tell you this, the feeling was live. It was a turnout. We had the Chelsea fans there, the Arsenal fans. Obviously, name drop. Turkish was there, and man, them obviously. Everybody was there. Everybody, all the AFTV guys were there, bro. You can imagine. Every fan. There was a lot of Chelsea names as well. I can't really remember.
Yeah.
Big channels as well, and they were there. And everyone was just bantering. But the way the game was meant to turn out for us in that final wasn't the end product of the end result. We got battered. It was meant to be a tough game where we looked like doing something. Emre got it so wrong. Everybody flipped.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot to get me upset, and I went nuts. Iwobi scored for us, bro.
Yeah,
I love Iwobi. They're Nigerian in it, but yeah, you know what it is.
You know what it is, man. I feel like that was the end of Emery. I can't lie to you. Deep down, that was the start, the end of Emery. And the craziest thing I think is that, like, Emery's still in the competition actually with Villareal. Like, if we go through against Slavia Prague, if Villareal beat Dynamo Zagreb, then it would be an Arsenal-Villareal semi-final, which again brings back memories of 2006 when we played them in the Champions League semi-final. And obviously, we know what happened there. We're Kelme missing that 88th minute penalty in the second leg, and we go through to the final. That was seized. That's one of my highlights. I remember that was mad. But listen, you know what? Rash is gonna come on in a couple of minutes, but you know what? While he's waiting, let's just get started. Wrong game. Arsenal Slavia Prague. Not gonna lie, it's felt like saying not gonna lie. I didn't realize because I was working till I logged on here, but it doesn't look bad, does it? Yeah, no. I think if you're talking about United's draw in terms of Granada, then yeah, it's. I think Man United are the favourites to win Europa League, full stop. So I think almost anyone you go would have been good, but Granada, let's be honest, you should be beating them quite easily. But yeah, man, you know what? Let's look at this and let's draw Arsenal Slavia Prague. Obviously, Slavia Prague overcame Rangers last night 2-0, I think, quite convincingly. They beat Leicester the round before, and Leicester didn't drop that many first-team players, and they beat them 2-0 as well over 2 legs as well. So again, they're clearly a decent side. I think Arsenal are home in the first leg, I believe, and Slavia Prague are home in the second leg. Obviously, there's no fans in the stadium, so that mitigates the impact of home and away, but away goal rules does still apply. I mean, obviously, last night we went through. We lost that 1-0 at home, but we still went through. But how are you feeling overall about this tie, Jalil?
Like, if you asked me a few weeks ago, you know, before the Spurs game especially, we're going to win 2, we're going to lose 1. But regardless of what happens, you're going through to the next round. I would have assumed that you're telling me that we're going to beat Olympiacos twice, and obviously this is Spurs, and I would have taken it. I would have beat your hand off. But now looking at the picture of it now, obviously we won, then we beat Spurs, and then obviously we lost to this. I still would have taken it, if I'm honest. All in all, I'm not really happy with the performance yesterday. It doesn't sit well. I mean, I just got to be honest, because I don't know if we spoke about this, but if Aubameyang played against Spurs, we would have lost.
Weird. I don't know if we would have lost, but I'm not sure we would have won. I can't lie to you.
No, I don't think. I think.
I'm not sure we would have won, bro.
I think that would have been one less player on the pitch. I'm being honest. That'll be one.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I can't lie. I hear you.
I think I like Aubameyang, yeah, and he's got a lot of credit in the bank, and he does the business and everything. But Lacazette has got to be playing, man. If I was to pick one of the two, I'd pick Lacazette. Let's not get this wrong, though. Aubameyang, he gets the goals, but outside of the goals, when it comes down to it, and we need some people to step out and to do something they haven't done before and chase the game, and Aubameyang hasn't been doing that for us recently. If we're being honest, he didn't really do it. I don't remember the last time he's dragged a game by himself. Where he's picked up the ball and done the business, or made stuff happen. Obviously, he scored a hat-trick against Leeds, but that was a team effort. All the goals were team effort.
That was a team effort. Yeah, that was a team effort.
So, I'll be honest with you. If he's leading the line, we're not winning Europa. I think we will beat Prague. I think we'll beat them. It'll be good to keep a clean sheet at home. Even though it's 0-0, I wouldn't be upset. I'll take a 0-0. Okay. They haven't got an away goal. And then if we just go all out and do the business, then if we're waiting for that game, I don't mind. But as long as they don't score, I'm happy with that, because I don't trust us for it to be 1-1 and we have to go there needing a goal. Do you know what I mean? So, it's a hard one, man. It's a difficult one. When it comes to I'm not really happy with the performance, man. I'm not really happy with the performance. I thought Smith Rowe had a poor performance. Maybe it was because the ball smashed him in the face quite early. I don't know.
That was bad.
Concussion or something they're saying, I don't know, but he had a poor game. The front three had a poor game, and then I'm looking at Pepe and I'm realizing why Mikel leaves him out, because decision making. There's games where you play well and there's games you don't, and this was a game where he was non-existent. You know what I mean? Happy Martinelli, you got to come on and do the business. I'm happy Martinelli and El Nene as well, man. Let me just go back to the midfield, man. Ceballos was a waste of space. I don't know why he came on. I hope he goes back to. Bruv, he did it again. Why are you playing number 10? He doesn't look good in number 10. I can see him, but he's better in midfield next to Xhaka.
Yeah. He's not number 10.
Bruv, the biggest mistake you can make. Xhaka done it right, thank God. Someone done something, but El Nene as well, poor. He scores a banger and you come into this game and you just do nothing. Like, come on, man. Well, all in all, it was a poor performance, bro. And as long as Mikel keeps doing these mistakes, but I don't know if we're going to win, bro, because that was poor decision making.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And obviously, I think Rash has just come through. I'll give him a sec to get himself set up and rested. It looks like I know he's been rushing in. So no, big up Rash. Smash that like button, people. In the meantime, do subscribe to the channel. Rash has given me the signal. All good to go. How you doing, man?
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Why does that all work?
I usually have a headset in this computer, and so when I put it out, it goes on mute. But yeah, alhamdulillah, best day of the week. What's going on, man? Good?
All good, man. All good. How are you?
Love it.
I'm all right, bro. Alhamdulillah, just rushing around. You know me, busy soul, innit?
Yeah. No, you mentioned it earlier. Yeah, you mentioned it earlier still. But yeah, man, Jalil was just discussing the draw. Obviously, we've got Slavia Prague in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. And Jalil was just expressing some of his concerns because obviously we weren't really good yesterday. I know we went through, and you could say we had a comfortable lead, so it's understandable to a degree, but there were still some concerning signs. Jalil particularly mentioned that Alba up top maybe just doesn't give us enough of the all-around play that Lacazette often just overlooked for. So what do you think, man?
Yeah, I'd actually agree. I found that our creativity in the final third was quite weak. You know what I mean? Very few and far in between. It just didn't look convincing yesterday. It was almost a tired performance. The worst is that Olympiacos, they looked more tired than us and they still won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was a worrying thing because we had more of the possession of the ball. We dominated the game. We didn't look like we was going to lose more or lose the whole entire tie. Do you know what I mean? But they just look really tired, bro. And it's the same guys who are the ones who seem to have the energy all the time. It's the Odegaards, the Smith Rowes. You know what I mean? In the game, I'm really. It's weird me even saying this, but I'm really liking Xhaka's game right now. You know what I mean? It's like he knows exactly what he's on the pitch to do, and he doesn't go outside of that remit. And I'm happy with it. Stay there. If it makes you look like half a player, then stay there. Because you know what? You being consistently good is helping his rapport between him and the fans. Do you know what I mean? And the relationship that we have. So I'm really feeling what Xhaka's really doing in the midfield as well. Yeah, man. Oba looks a bit. You'd think that he would come out like with some venom. Do you know what I mean? Because of the last game, as a kind of like.
Oba's just not that guy, man.
No, but the thing is, it's not like he's not that guy. Man's missing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he could have had a hat trick yesterday, and they weren't on target. They were all misses. And the one-on-one, you ran the whole length of the pitch, bro. What to do that? Are you crazy? Like, if that was a Martinelli, that's in the back of the net. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I was screaming that Martinelli just go in that centre forward position. Please just put him there. Take off Oba and just let him do it, because he didn't have his shooting boots on. Sometimes it's just the way it happens. You know what I mean? It's just out of your control, but it was very unlike him. Those chances are very much Aubameyang chances. You know what I mean? Those are how he scores his goals. Those exactly. And it was a strange performance from the forwards yesterday. Even Pepe looked a bit tired too. Do you know what I mean? He was trying, but he looked a bit exhausted. I think they just need a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a change around in the midfield as well. I think Laka would have helped us a lot more up top than Oba did. A Martinelli, someone like that. I think Arteta's got to start choosing his games wisely of when he lets Aubameyang play games and the type of teams he play against. Yeah, because if it's anyone where you need 11 men, and you need those 10 men other than the goalkeeper to put in mad shifts and have great positional play and things like that, and be ruthless in scoring goals in front of goal. You know what I mean? You might just have to not let him play big games like that. You know what I mean? And Laka's more of a strength. You know what I mean? It's more of a body on the pitch. Might just be that he might have to sit those hard ones out. He might even have to sit out the Burnleys and those games away. Do you know what I mean? Because even those ones might be a bit too much, and he might just be able to operate under the good but lightweights. You know what I mean? The modern day footballers who are kind of up in the seventh position and upwards. You touch them, they fly away. He can probably have his way with these guys because they're lightweights. But anyone down the lower end of the field and in Europe, no, man's not doing this thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you. You know, I think what it is with Alba, I reckon it's a case of because they gave him that huge money contract, I think like 350. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's probably a bit of pressure for them to play him, especially in the big games, and find a way to incorporate him. That's the way it looks like to me at the moment. It looks to me like he's being incorporated into the team. My issue is not just him himself and what he lacks in terms of his overall contribution. For me, it's the impact he has on the other players around him. Laka brings the best out of the attacking midfielders. Alba doesn't. Alba is I get my goals, and that's my contribution.
It's almost like he plays solo, isn't it?
What's that?
It's almost like he plays solo.
Almost, yeah. He doesn't intend to. It's just because he doesn't have that all-around game. So he's just saying, yo, guys, just get it to me in the box.
Yeah.
But I doesn't care if he doesn't score. I think that's why Laka's lost some of his finishing, because he's too focused now on getting everyone involved.
Yeah. I mean, Aubameyang did try and put himself about. There was a few times he was running about. He was out on the left flanks a lot, up and down as well, trying to even put in the odd tackle. But it's just not enough compared to the rate of the other players. Do you know what I mean? No. He's in a game where it's not a luxurious game, he shouldn't be on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's similar to how you see how Pepe played yesterday, yeah? To me, it's no coincidence. I know, I don't worry, you're right. His decision-making was poor. But for me, it's no coincidence that he's worse when Bellerin's behind him. Bellerin just doesn't overlap him, brother.
He doesn't.
He's passing the ball back inside. Cedric loves going. Yeah, go on,
Yeah, Bellerin. I think Bellerin likes to come in as a midfielder and then go up. He doesn't go in the right side. He comes in this side when he's meant to come.
Yeah. He cuts through.
Cedric's
Through the middle.
Cedric's a better player, I think, and I think the thing I like about Mikel right now when it comes to the defense, I think he's picking the right defense, other than obviously Bellerin. He's the only person that's lacking, because if you put Cedric there, we would. I can't say we would have conceded, but I reckon we would have had more of an attacking threat. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Obviously, we've got Falak here saying Rash in the house. Yes, he is.
Oh,
yes,
well,
he is.
Falak, long time. Jeez.
But yeah, no, what was I gonna say? It was about I think it was about Bellerin. No, I was gonna say no, it was about Gabriel. I got a big up Gabriel, you know, he's come back into form. He's looking at the Gabriel from the start of the season now. I can't even lie. It's good. Good.
Go on.
I was just gonna say it's good to see.
It's nice. It's nice to have that reliability again on him. You know, I was kind of worried. I was thinking, hold on, you've been hanging around with Luiz and them, man, too long. Maybe you've been hanging around with Socrates and Mustafi before they left a bit too long, just rubbed off on, man. Do you know what I mean? So I was getting a bit worried. It's like he lost his positioning and his decision making sometimes was just a bit poor. But he seemed to have shaken that off. He had a good game. His last few games has been quite solid, actually. And you see the player again. He's playing good balls again. He even lost his passing for a minute, and that seems to have come back. So thank God for that. Thank God for that. That the back line is starting to look a bit dirty again, even though we did lose. We wasn't in trouble after that, in reality.
Yeah. You know, go, girl.
Did you not go to the stat where apparently we keep more clean sheets when Holding and Gabriel's at the back together? Don't you think
makes sense?
Huh?
It makes sense.
It's weird though, because I thought, in my opinion, Luiz is a better defender in some aspects. He can pass under pressure. Holding has actually developed himself from being that guy who just wins balls, goes in for tackles and everything. But with Holding, he's fit now, and there's no questions asked like, why is Holding not in the team? Like, what's going on there? What do you think? What's going on? Or people just don't like him. People just don't like Holding and think, oh, if he's not in the team, I don't care. But he's one of our best defenders on paper. I don't know.
Do you want to answer first, John?
I was just going to say, Holding's been dropped for a while now. I don't even think he's been injured, you know. I think he got dropped out of nowhere. Yeah, he just got dropped. So that was interesting, especially after it was weird. It was weird how he got dropped. But I mean, I think Holding's a squad player. I don't mind having Holding as a squad player, but I don't think he should be the one starting week in and week out. So for next season, I don't know. Have they given David Luiz a new contract?
No, they haven't, have they?
Not yet.
Good. That's the thing about the Holding situation. I have to remember he's still a young buck. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, he had a good few games when Arteta and Luiz seemed to have fallen out. You know what I mean? So when him and that little crew had their little falling out, Holding stepped in, and Holding made a name for himself to the point where I started talking good about him. Because remember, I'm always Holding's trash, crap. You can only hear it, blah blah. But he impressed me to the fact that I said he deserves the contract extension. Yeah, it's a bit wild. I think he got like a 5-year one. It's a bit wild, but he deserved it for how he was playing at the time. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I think he did his part. He proved himself. But in reality, the real centre backs are Luiz and Gabriel. Yeah, those are the real. Those are the more older ones, the more mature ones, the more experienced ones. And Holding's still developing. Do you know what I mean? He's developing to be a solid defender. He's still got a few holes in his game, just like the others have, but they're older, maybe a bit more wiser, and maybe the other team members trust them just a little bit more because of how vocal they are on the pitch and how dominant they are on the pitch. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm sure there's some good tactics behind it. I'm sure it's just not like, you're just a man, you sit down. No, I think we're playing out Luiz's contract, but we're making it work for Arsenal as well. We benefit from his experience. We benefit from his leadership. We even benefit from we benefit from him, innit? So while he's there, let's get the most that we can out of Luis, because I reckon he's going to kick rocks at the end of the season and Holding's going to slot right in.
How
Okay,
old?
go on,
Sorry.
Jamal.
No, go on, John. Sorry, you were going to say something.
No, I was literally just going to ask. You're slotting Holding in for next season, not Saliba.
Who? Is it? Where is that guy? Last time I saw him was on the internet showing man some mad stuff.
Yo.
I don't know if that guy's gonna ever come back.
Nah, he will come back. He'll be there in pre-season. I don't think the man never will be messing with him in the changing room. But anyway, the question.
Or they definitely will be like, "Yo, any snitches about? I'm gonna put their phone." You know what I'm trying to say?
Trust me, bet indirect stuff.
What I was going to say is, I was going to ask this question because you guys brought up a good point about Holding, where he still does need to develop. But having said that, as you guys said, he needs to develop. He has been developing, and you guys have obviously appreciated that. So, how old is Holding, Mari, and Gabriel? I just wanted to ask. I don't know because I know Holding's like 25, 26. Gabriel's 23.
I think Gabriel's 25 as well.
Oh, Gabriel's 25.
Nah, Gabriel's 23, bro.
How is he?
Yeah,
he's the youngest one.
And Papa and Mari.
That's just 2 seasons on FIFA 21. Sorry, my bad.
Mari is 27.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, that's spot on.
So that's quite a nice average age team in my opinion. And obviously we've got Luis for to teach the young bucks. So we've got quite a nice age going through the team. So Holding, yeah, I understand why you say Holding's a squad player. I would have Holding as a squad player. No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of like our centre back situation at the moment. I don't. If Saliba comes back with the right mindset, then hopefully him and Gabriel can form that partnership. And then if you tell me now Holding and Mari's our backup, I don't feel too bad because they can kind of step in.
That's it.
Not like Mustafi and Socrates. Huh?
Listen,
that's it.
I'm loving this situation. When have we ever said, look, we've actually spot for choice for centre backs?
Never.
And we like them.
Never.
You know what I mean? It's been so long. It's been too. If we got 99 problems, but the defense ain't one, I'm cool.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I can't lie. I think, you know what? I feel like these are 4. I shouldn't have said 4 because obviously I might come back to bite me. But if we get through to the semis, there's 4. These are 4 big games: the 2 quarterfinals, the 2 semis. Because if we get to the final, then I'm expecting them man to pour blood on the pitch in the final, bro.
100.
Yeah.
Bro, for us to get back to the Champions League.
If they played like that, how they played yesterday, are we doing a player rating, by the way?
Yeah, we can do a quick player rating just for fun. Yeah.
I'm about to pepper some people, boy.
No,
I don't remember any good players except for Odegaard and Smith Rowe and our centre backs.
Now you forgot Ceballos. Yeah, I think that's Rash's new enemy, bro. man,
I swear down, that guy gets me so mad, Like he makes me more mad than Xhaka used to. But that's probably because I was expecting Xhaka to do them things. That Sebastian's supposed to be a quality player, bro. You've cost us like 3-4 goals in the last couple of games. Like
incredible. It's incredible.
Like if Arteta plays him again, there's some serious weird stuff going on in the Arsenal changing rooms. I don't want to know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like Sabas coming back in? I meant Saliba.
Saliba thing. That might be why Arteta got rid of him, because Saliba might have had the video footage.
Hey, disclaimer. Obviously, all bad people, but yeah.
It's just jokes. Disclaimer. It's just jokes.
Let's get to the rating.
And you know what? Before we do the player rings very quickly, I mean, we move on. Jalil, are we going through against Slavia Prague?
Yes. Say it in my chest. Yes.
Whew.
Yeah. Rash, we going through?
Do you know what? When they was doing the draw, I was actually saying, not Slavia Prague, not Slavia Prague, not Slavia
Yeah.
Prague. Yeah, I was actually saying that. But do you know what? It seems like we got a bit of the old Arsenal in us recently, and I'm not afraid of Eastern Europe right about now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So bring it, come. I think we'll have them.
Yeah, no, I think so. And if we do go through and Villareal do beat Dynamo Kiev and we play Unai Emery's men in the semis, how you guys feeling about that? That's because you know Emery's going to be firing them man up, boy.
I'll tell you
that's a match made in revenge, bro. It's lovely.
Bro,
it's lovely.
It is. I can't lie. It is.
A week before that game, Emery's going to rest all the big players, and he's going to come
trust
and watch.
Everyone, he's resting everybody, but we'll get to it if we get there. But the Arsenal Man United final is still on, people. It's still on, so boy, that will be fun if that happens still.
But yeah, Granada or something like that.
They got Granada still.
But if they get through, it's Roma or
Ajax.
Ajax.
That's tricky.
I reckon United would have Ajax.
So do I.
Yeah,
I reckon United will have. I think United will have everyone. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
not
us.
Hey.
No, not us.
Oh.
Not us.
Hey.
But I think they'll have. If they was up against anyone else, I can see United beating everyone.
You know, the funny thing is, yesterday I was actually watching. This morning I was watching some United stuff, and they were actually saying, "Nah, they didn't want Arsenal." And I was like, "That's funny, man. These man always banter us."
Yeah.
They were still saying they don't want to play us. I just thought, yeah, it's funny because obviously we don't want to play them. But it's just
I said to you, you asked us. We all talked about it in the group chat. I said I'd rather get United because we beat United. Then, brother, I'm saying we're winning this, but. I think United fans are not scared of our players. They're scared of the tactician.
Yeah.
Because they know Arteta's that guy.
and they know that Oli isn't.
We will lose 6 games in a row, but he will masterclass Man United. He'll tactic the hell out of that game. Trust me.
There you go.
And yeah, man. But listen, obviously, people smash that like button. Obviously, Granada's Falak saying Granada is happening. Yeah, they got Soldado up top, so watch out. And obviously, before we do the play rings, commiserations to our guy, Big Jesse. I know it's hard times right now, bro. That 3-0 loss last night must have been painful. I hope you're doing all right, man. And Jado and Rash are taking it easy on you. And
No. Me and Rash, bro. In our group chat, Jesse got it.
It's pain, bro.
Yeah.
Rash.
Yeah. Trust me. In reality, Jesse got it easy because I've been busy.
Yeah.
But the weekend is here. Yeah, and I wanted to speak to you. You know what's funny about that game? I was watching the game and I wasn't too sure how I felt. Most of me was like, I hope Tottenham get their ass whooped. Yeah. But while they was getting their ass whooped, I started to feel bad. You know, like when you're beating up someone who you know that you're stronger than anyway. After the third thump, you kind of feel bad about what you're doing to them, you know what I'm saying? I had to feel bad for them, and I was kind of hoping they might even score. I know I was actually hoping they might even score, man, but yeah, they got schooled, man. That was sabotage class 101. I'm telling you, yeah, that was a sabotage game. The whole Tottenham team was in on it, yeah. Them not trying to get rid of Mourinho.
Even Joe Hart.
The stuff that came to light today with the Joe Hart thing as well.
Joe Hart, yeah.
That's outrageous, bro. You know the funniest thing is, yeah. Go on, Rash, go on.
It was just the speech afterwards by Lloris, bro. I've never heard a captain speak about their club ever like that. Ever in my entire life.
Everyone under the bus, bro.
Bro, man said, I don't know if I can trust my team anymore. Well, that's serious, you know. I don't know if I could. I want to ride with them, man. There, but I don't know if I can trust them, man. There, you know, that's serious, you know. If your boy ever speaks to you about his boys like that, tell your boy you shouldn't be rolling with them, man. There, because they're
100%, bro. But imagine Harry Kane's probably looking at this guy saying, "Bro, You can't even catch the ball half the time.
Exactly. But he's who was capo? Luis was capo, isn't it?
He's capo. He's captain.
Yeah. So he's got us. But remember, he's watching the whole game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said this to Big Jess at the beginning of the season. And I'll say it again. Say goodbye to Kane and say goodbye to Son at the end of this season. Because Kane made it clear at the end of last season that this season he wants it, and it doesn't make sense if he's not winning anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So I said, well, Kane, Son, they're out at the end of the season. The fact that they're already trying to sabotage Mourinho's season, it's not even the third year. It's not even the third year, is it?
Bro, this is his first full season.
Wow, this is record for him.
This is record.
Gonna get dashed. So big problems at Spurs. Turmoil. Lane.
It's mad. And you know what? You know the funniest? No, not funniest thing. In a way, it's kind of sad because this is the last we're gonna see Mourinho in the Prem.
Yeah, no one ain't gonna touch him afterwards.
I'm not.
He's Chelsea. He's done United.
I mean, look what he's done for Chelsea. He's arguably one of the best managers ever to touch Chelsea, and he might be behind. He might just be behind Ferguson as best Prem manager. We could say, that could be an argument. But
I'm not. I don't know if I'm taking Mourinho over Wenger still, and that's me.
Wenger had I think Wenger is so classy. He was a classy manager. Do you know what I mean? He brought a certain I'm gonna say in Arabic. Principles and mannerisms to the Premier League that wasn't there before he entered.
I agree. So Wenger, I'm saying arguably people will say that Jose's up there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
No. You're right. You're definitely right, bro.
I'm being honest. Watching his football now, I'd rather watch Burnley and West Brom because I'm bored. I'm like with Mourinho, he used to bring in teams. He used to bring in football and he used to be like raw masterclass every time, even against us. But now it's not that. So for me, I'm not angry to see him leave. He can kick rocks, but he's been a great manager, man. Respect.
Yeah. He has, and well said. And listen, United fans are just bare sensitive because they just want to hear what they want to hear. I'm looking at Fadax coming here and she's saying, "No, Jalil, he's not better than Sir Alex." He didn't say that, Fadax. He literally never said that.
Rash, do you know what? No. I'm saying, like in our group chat, when you say something about Man United and everyone goes, "Whoa, we've got better Man United fans."
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
I didn't even say that. Bro, they share the same person. All Man United fans share the same personality. Trust me.
I just said Ferguson is the best manager in the Prem, arguably, and I said Chelsea behind that. No.
Hey, no, class. Yeah. You know what? Fadax just made it. He said that's her.
Yeah.
They got Fadax every time, man. Every time.
But listen, guys, let's do these player ratings quick before we move on to the Champions League games. Leno, Jano.
Standard five.
Don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Bellerin Rash.
5. Didn't see much from
him. Yeah, fair. Luis, Jano.
Yeah, Luis can hold a 6. One of our better defenders. I was thinking about 7, but clean sheet, all that jazz, clean sheet and that. But other than that, he was putting the right balls forward and stuff. He was organising defence. He was very vocal. Thank God I didn't have the volume on yesterday. I got to hear everything. He's very vocal. He's keeping that line. So true leader. Still makes mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but he can hold a 6.
Yeah, and Gabriel, Rash.
I'll give him a 7. Looked really solid.
He was. Played some good passes as well.
Definitely some good passes.
Taney, do you know?
That kid's got heart, man.
Oh, his heart's undeniable, bro.
Yeah, fullbacks. He gets a bit. He was a lot better than Bellerin. So what did you give Bellerin 5, Rash? Yeah, I'm gonna give him a T and a 6, just above average. Yeah,
I think 6 is fair. 6 is fair. Shaka, Rash.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, I thought he was solid yesterday. He was solid. Yeah. And do you know Mohammed El Sideways?
He can hold a 5. He can hold a 5. He didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do anything right. So he just done the basics, so he's standard. I wanted him to get forward a bit more and do the business, but I think the reason why he couldn't is because Ceballos was there. So I'm not going to put the whole blame on him. I think if you had Smith Odegaard playing there, you would have seen a different game. Or if you put El Neni next to Partey, would have got a better El Neni. But yeah, not yesterday. No one really played that well. Yeah, 5.
Yeah. And Ceballos, Rash.
2. He only gets 2 because he got his shoes on the right feet.
Nice. That's the lowest rating you've ever given anyone, you know, Rash.
Yeah, I'm fed up with that guy. I'm really fed up with him, and I didn't see anything good from him. You can't be messing up, and I don't see anything good from you. If you mess up, you better do an Odegaard and score a banger.
You
know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah. What are you saying with Ceballos? Like end of the season, re-sign him or finally bounce?
Do you know what? Yeah, I've never been 100% sold on Ceballos. Yeah, I've never been. I've seen bits of quality that make me aware of what he can do and what he's trying to do. He reminds me a bit of Ramsey with his energy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And how he's up and down the pitch at one stage. And I could just see he was a young guy just trying, you know what I mean? And towards the end of last season, he started to do some good things. So I was like, yeah, do you know what? I kind of feed him what he has to offer. I wouldn't mind him staying another season. But yeah, I've seen him one too many times. I don't want to see this guy anymore. I don't want him here. He needs to go because you're not at our club. And if you're coming on the pitch and we're in good situations and you're helping us to lose or draw or putting us in danger, you're not signed to our club. Do you understand? So in reality, you're playing for opposition at that moment in time. Yeah. If you're not with the team and you're doing things to hurt the team, you're with them. I don't want you in the team, bro. Yeah. How many times does the whole entire team have to rescue Ceballos this year?
Yeah.
That's serious. Not interesting.
Look, I see it like this year. Everything Rash said is 110 plus because for me, if you're not benefiting the team, why the hell do we call you back for a second loan? Loans, are only meant to be judged off one season, by the way. You make the loan move and then you buy. You don't loan them again. Oh, let's see if he can do better. You don't loan him again. You saw nothing from him. You saw something. We saw one game, which I was at, the first game of the season, last season.
The Burnley one.
I was there with all my boys in the box. We're just going, like, everyone's like, can you calm down? I was like, no, but Ceballos is a bad boy. Blinded. Now you see him game in, game out. He ain't the guy. You don't give him a second loan deal. You buy him or you tell him to kick rocks. That's our think.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I said. That's actually a great point. Pepe Jalil.
Yeah, Pepe can hold a 3. Pepe can hold a 3. I don't care too much on that. He can hold a 3.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Smith Rowe.
He tried really hard. 6.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. He could have got a 5, but he did get smashed in the face.
Yeah, concussion and that. I don't mind that. Yeah.
I can't wait for us to talk about the next game because there's someone who I really want to talk about. Seriously, he's impressed.
What, the next Arsenal game?
No. Next one that I think we're going to be moving on. We evaluating other games from yesterday.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Cool. And Jalil Aubameyang.
1.
Yeah. Yikes. That's
I'm sorry. Do you know what? Let him hold a 2 because he didn't give away a goal, but he was non-existent. Aubameyang's such a lovely guy. And as you boys said before, maybe it's because he's on 300 and he's on so much, he's got to be marinated into the team. And I don't think it should be like that. I say give him the contract. If it's not working, put in someone who makes it work. And I can't lie to you, we have more shots, we have more attacking threats when Laka's there, bro. If Laka was there, we would have scored. If Laka was there, we would have won. I'm saying. I'm calling
even if Martinelli was there, to be honest.
Look, you can't take away Alba's goals. He scores goals. You can't take it away. But when we need a goal and we need him to start acting upon it, like your Ronaldo's, your Messi's, your Lewandowski's, even your I'm about to say even your Mbappe's, not even your Mbappe. Mbappe does it, Neymar does it, Hala does it. I can tell you 50 players top of my head who can do that and have done it for their team. But Aubameyang, unfortunately, needs the service, and that's always what Arsenal fans say. Oh, he hasn't had service. Bob,
it's worse than that.
Go to a team that needs service. We need winners, bro. Get out
But
there.
it's worse than that. But it's worse than that because yesterday he had service.
Service.
It's worse than that. Like, what is going on in big man's head?
Bro, that one-on-one he missed, I still don't. It's like the finish he chose was the worst one.
Yeah.
The worst choice of finish.
He should have. He could have opened up and then gone. Bing, but he went and then
he could have took an extra touch wide because once he went wide, the goalkeeper went down. He could have done another one and sorted it in. The chip went wide like 3 yards.
Yeah, bro, that was. And then it's like his face after he missed. It's just like, who cares?
Yeah.
He didn't look bothered yesterday. I can't lie. It almost looked like he put his middle finger up to Arteta and said, "You know what? You want to drop me? Yeah, cool." And I don't know if that's the right thing.
I wish he turned up late yesterday.
That's what people were saying. That's deep still. But yeah, man, that's the player ratings. Before we move, obviously, smash that like button, people. Ed in the building saying Henry is crap. Yeah, Ed letting us know he's here.
Why?
Well, go on, Ed.
Falak saying, sorry, I thought I heard Jalil say Mourinho's up there with Sir Alex. Don't think he's worse, but he's not up there still. Also, John, when is best manager coming up? 2 weeks. The next one is goalkeepers. And then we're going to do best managers. So it should be a good one, the managers one. And then Ed saying, Arsenal fans get excited too quick, calling Ceballos the next Isco after one game. Pogba is the definition of a player, not these bum Arsenal man. Well, yeah. I mean,
Ceballos wasn't judged after one game, by the way. He was judged after a season. And every Arsenal fan you would have asked, would have said, "Oh yeah, cool. Let's go out and get someone."
Hey, no, you shouldn't even bite, bro.
You're funny. You're answering Ed.
Ed always gets you. But listen,
I just shake my head like this now every time.
Now, bro. Listen, guys, I've got a few games I showed you already, but Rash, which game did you have in mind? Because I've got this one, I've got the Madrid Liverpool, I've got the Man City Dortmund, I've got Porto Chelsea.
All right, we're not watching them next. Then they might not even make it. Yeah, I was talking about that at the Man United game. Yeah, that they played yesterday.
Oh yeah. We can talk about that here because we got United Granada next round.
Yeah. So
about United, bro.
All right, so big up Paul Pogba. Glad big boy's back. You get me? Showing the man what it really is about. Yeah. Everyone's always talking, getting on to Paul Pogba's back. Yeah, going on like he isn't putting his weight. The reason why Man United are failing is because of him. When in reality, before he got injured, this is probably the best Paul Pogba we've seen at United. But him and Ibra and Lukaku, do you know what I mean? One season. I just think it has shown how much they have needed him. They haven't looked the same as they have been over the last few games, scraping victories, drawing lots of games. Do you know what I mean? Clearly missing the real creativity on the pitch, which everyone thought was Fernandez, but which reality is showing is Pogba. Yeah, so it's good to see my guy back on the pitch, Paul Pogba, and scoring goals. He looks a bit on the heavy side. His agility didn't seem to be fully there yesterday, but it's good that he's back on the pitch. But one guy I want to big up, and I've been dissing my man for ages. Yeah.
Don't say Maguire.
Don't say it.
It looks like the old Maguire back. Yeah, it looks like Maguire is on his way back to being Maguire. I can't look, the last 2 games that I've watched him play, he's played like the old Maguire at Leicester. Those last 2 games, I think he's been really good. Lindelof has been solid from the first time I shouted out Lindelof. Yeah, I think he goes under the radar by the commentators, by a lot of the Manchester United fans as well. But Lindelof has been solid in the absence of Bailey as well. When Bailey ain't there and it's Lindelof has been on the pitch with Maguire, it's like he's learning under Bailey because he's really been solid. But yeah, Maguire, man, he's had his last 2 games. I've been really impressed with him. I've been impressed with his footwork. Actually, don't let me lie. I'm not going to get too gassed. That's the only thing I worry about Maguire, or I've seen that is still a bit shaky, is when the ball is at his feet and he has longer than 5 seconds. Boy, that's a scary 5 seconds for Man United, because it's like, hold on, he's thinking about what to do. Dangerous. That man can't think. He's just got clear balls. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he's got a moment to think about a pass on that, his feet doesn't work with his brain, he might do something dodgy. But he's been playing good, and I think he's realised that, because when the ball's at his feet, 1 touch, 2 touch maximum, he's getting rid of that. Yeah, he's passing it to actually, you can play ball with the feet, or he's clearing his lines, solid in the air. I saw him yesterday get the ball whacked in the face so hard, he came off of his feet, both of his feet. Got up and shook it off. That's real. Shook it off, you know. That's real. And you know what it is? What impressed me about that? I have missed that in the Premier League, bruv. You can't touch no one without them dying. He got that straight to the face, shook it off like an old school defender. I love to see that. Do you know what I mean? I think we might have the old lads back.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Well said. And yeah, Maguire has been good recently. I can't deny that. There's no point in staying around the bush and lying. He's been playing well. He's looked solid. And for United fans, they better hope that continues. And it's good for him personally as well. He's had a bit of a rough year with the whole Greece situation as well, but he's kind of coming strong, so it's good for him. What was I going to say? I was going to mention Bruno Fernandez because obviously you mentioned Pogba. I just thought it was interesting how at halftime, Bruno Fernandez had a pass accuracy of 54%. Now, that's basically 1 pass to your team, 1 pass to the other team. Now, I don't know how the media continues to somehow sweep this under the carpet, because I know central attacking midfielders, you're supposed to try things, right? But you're supposed to be one of the most secure guys on the ball. 54% passing accuracy is shambolic, bro. I don't know about. Gillo, what do you think, man? What do you think about the whole Bruno thing? And the Pogba coming back.
Yeah, I think everything Rash said about Pogba, 100% correct, man. Like, you look at him, he's back now. He looks the business. He does look a bit slower, but that'll come back, man. He needs match fitness, man. So I think it was good for him to come on yesterday. Yeah, I'm not going to big up Maguire, though. I'm not going to big up Maguire. Who I am going to big up is Lindelof. I think Lindelof was a better guy today. He made them. For me, he was a match.
Man of the match, yeah? He was good. He was good.
Solid.
But I hear what Rash is saying about Maguire. But for me, yeah, I think I don't really rate Maguire, man. I don't know why, man. He don't do it for me, bro. But what I will say,
you like him at Leicester?
I don't really like him at Leicester either. I thought he was too much. I thought he bigged up way too much, if I'm honest.
No, he was definitely overhyped, and it is definitely because he's British. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know, British media and British footballers, unless they're black, they're on them so hard. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's one thing that we do know. And obviously, the price tag was. I feel sorry for him because he knows he wasn't that good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got most of the backlash because there's an expectancy that now comes with that. And I think that's what was throwing him off of his normal game, his original game is throwing him off of that, even because you've got, like you said before, about pressures on your back, and with Aubameyang, imagine him. Imagine him having that on, like, he's not even good with his feet, and he's got that on his back. It's problems for him. So to kind of bury that and just put that back to the back of your mind and be able to overcome your shit ability for so long. He's been so crap for so long. It's just so good to see him have decent games.
Yeah, no, it's good for him.
With Maguire, he will be better with Bailly than Lindelof, but Lindelof looked good yesterday, so it's a hard one. United are not dead in it; they're not shit. But there's one person who the media should be bigging up, and they're English, is the goalkeeper. United goalkeeper. He made some good saves yesterday, and if he doesn't get picked over Pickford must be related to Southgate, bro.
He will get picked over Pickford.
Guys, listen,
Go on.
Sorry, Rash, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say he will get picked over Pickford, and the reason why I think that, one, because United are higher in the table, yeah, than what Everton are. They're holding more clean sheets. Okay, he's got more clean sheets than Pickford, and because the way the commentators are involved, bruv, it's not a coincidence that things happen the way they are. Commentators are talking the talk of, if the guy gets fit, will he even get a place? Should this be a time to move on? They even got Scholesy to say, hey, maybe it's time for... Do you know what I mean? Punditry power is so strong. He's going to be England's number one. I bet you. Going to be England's number one.
Too strong. You know what? I would just say, yeah, I think, obviously, like I said before, we're going to do the England squad that we should be picked and the 11 that should start at the Euros. But I'm telling you, Southgate is going to mess up this team. After, I can understand, I didn't really understand him dropping Trent, yeah? But then it's the reasoning behind why he dropped Trent.
So why did he?
He hasn't kept up the standards of the last few seasons, right? Cool. But then why are you picking Eric Dyer, Lingard, who's had 4 good games? Like, how does that make sense, bro?
Hold on. Has the England team been released? Yeah.
Not for the Euros, but for the next. This is the last set of friendlies before the Euros, so it gives you a strong indication, innit? Like, bro, like, how is Eric Dyer getting, and Trippier somehow made the squad? He's played 5 games, bro. I don't know, man. I don't trust.
There's certain guys that have a diplomatic pass when it comes to this team, and they're just they're just the unmovables. They're always pickables. You know what I mean? And for some reason,
they're always
you know what? I don't want to diss people on this podcast because we've got a really good reputation. But for some reason, that guy Dyer keeps getting picked. Yeah, not only does he get picked by the England manager, but he also gets picked by his club manager. And my man is absolute doo-doo, man. Like,
he's
so, like, he's the worst thing I've seen. Like, he is really bad. Like, really bad.
Very bad, bro. Like, honestly, if he was playing for Burnley, I'm not sure he'd improve them. And I'm being genuine.
Serious. Jay, why is Mourinho keep picking that guy?
It's like this. We've all played for a football team, yeah? There's always that one guy who does everything you say in training, but they don't do it on a pitch, in the game. But you still rate them because
you know what he can do.
Yeah. And he's got a nice heart. You like him. You've got a soft spot. It's an unconscious bias against him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, Dyer has had a few good games, but he's had more negatives than positives.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. But if I'm honest with you, if he's going Euros, I don't understand why man like Dunk, Ben Mee, and Rob Holding ain't going, if I'm honest.
Bro, Dunk still hasn't had an England call-up.
You're lying.
I don't think he has. Has he? I don't think he has, bro.
Dunk hasn't had an England call-up.
I don't think he has.
Wow.
Someone double check. I think Lewis Dunk has still to this day never had an England call-up.
And he's one of the good English defenders, brother, for being real.
He's actually decent. I can't lie. He's actually decent. I quite like Dunk. Dunk.
Do you think Holding deserves to get a call-up?
Well, he's not playing at the moment. That's going to kind of guess him.
Yeah, okay.
If he was starting, then I would say, he should get in. Bro, Phil Jones made a squad in 2018 for the World Cup.
That's mad.
Phil Jones ain't played for about 4 years.
What, is he still at United?
He's still at United, bro.
No, it can't be.
I think Dunk only made 1 appearance for the under-21.
He is. They give him the one.
That's poor.
Yeah, you see? I told you. It's shocking, bro. But listen anyway, man. Ed saying, hey, Pogba best CM in the world. Who is the best centre mid in the world? Who would you pick if someone said you?
Modric, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Partey.
Gundogan is still underrated, bro. Gundogan is cold, bro.
Partey.
Hey,
No,
Hey.
but Partey didn't get a call up to the Ghana squad, so he's out.
No. That's for rest. That's for rest. Listen, I'm not gonna judge Partey right now. To me, he's not fit. I'm just gonna say that he's not fit right now because
you can see it as well.
Snail, bro. He's moving so slow.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. But yeah, do you know what? Big up Man United and their solid performance. They're doing their thing, man.
Yeah, somehow, bro. Somehow. So we're tipping United to beat Granada, yeah?
100.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping we'd get Granada.
Yeah, that would have been funny. I would have liked Granada, actually. Interesting little team. But let's round it off with the Champions League games quickly. Man City, Dortmund. I'm actually really looking forward to this tie. I want to see Haaland play a full 90 minutes. I want to see Jadon Sancho play a full 90 minutes. And it'll be interesting to see how City cope with Dortmund's counter-attacking because it's pretty damn good. I can't lie to you. Dortmund's defense is mad shaky. That's where you feel like City might overcome them over two legs, but I don't think it's that straightforward of attack for City. What do you guys think?
City's out. City's got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, City's going out, man. Look. When it comes to counter-attacking teams, as I said before, United's a counter-attacking team, and look what United has done to them. They don't like counter-attacking teams, but they like people who put 11 man behind the ball and they break them down. Do you know what I mean? They break them down and they get the business done, and that's why Pep is a tactician. But in terms of what I said about United, there was too much pride there for him to change his tactics against Ole. Do you know what I mean? There's too much pride. But you know what they're like? Stop doing what you're doing. Just chill for a second. He goes, nope. Gonna carry on doing my thing. Fair enough. He only lost 2-0, but he done the same thing against Jose, and everything. Change your tactics sometimes. It don't hurt. And the funny thing is, if the guy that puts the cones out for you can change his tactics and get the win, and I'm talking about Mikel, why are you not doing it? But put your pride aside and win the game. So for this, if he doesn't change his tactics, they're losing because we know what Dortmund can do, bro. Those men just run, and then they run back, get the ball back, and then counter, bro. It's like they want you to come. As soon as you come, Emre Can grabs the ball, puts it wide to Sancho, Haaland, goal. Well, you can't write this shit.
Yeah. No. You know what? I don't think it's crazy. I think Dortmund can win. I would pick City but I would not be shocked if Dortmund won in the slightest, bro. I can't lie to you. Rash, what do you think?
It's definitely not a formality, I'll tell you that. As much as people will think that City's going to roll over them, it's not going to be a simple game. City at the moment, they're not free scoring City, okay? So that might be helpful for Dortmund, who aren't as solid at the back. However, City have been very solid at the back. But they're playing up against some free scoring guys. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to see it because it's gonna be really good to see these guys all on the same pitch together. See Harden and Sancho and Pierce and see Sterling and them, man. Like, it's gonna be really good to see. It should be entertaining. I'm praying it's not a ball fest, but I just can't see how it will be. Especially how City play. They just keep on going all the time. They just attack. And I've seen Dortmund get slapped up a bit in this league this season. So I know they can get beaten. But Champions League nights are just totally different. It's going to be a really good game. I can't wait.
Yeah. No, I can't lie. But I can't lie, I can't wait to see Haaland. I can't wait to see him play. I feel like he's just going to be playing with so much motivation.
It's weird. Don't you think it's kind of like a preview for next season, though? Because everyone thinks he's coming to the Prem next season.
Right.
Now. You know what I mean? So this is going to be like, that's what I'm guessing about. It's like a preview. Okay, let's see how you can do against the man of this. You know what I mean? It's going to be really good to watch.
And he knows that as well. And you know what? In the maddest way, it's almost like the closest scout thing for Pep. Yeah. Because there have been a couple people that have said, would Haaland going to City be similar to when Zlatan went to Barca and it didn't quite work for Zlatan under Pep? I feel like it's slightly different, but I can see the similarities.
Yeah, they're both tall, both got power, and they both can run. Like they're both mobile. For big guys like that, you shouldn't be moving like that. Let's be real.
And their
So
conversion rates are sick.
yeah, but I think Haaland will work at City. I think that'll be the perfect move for him. All I'm saying, if he does go to City, nobody's winning the title until he leaves.
Yeah.
It's that real. It's that real, fam.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think
no.
it's time, man, for the big hitters to come to the Premier League, man. Then Mbappe managed to come over, join the Gunners. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently, if he comes, he will go Chelsea.
He'll already be here.
Yeah.
Who,
Is that what he said?
Mbappe will go Chelsea, apparently, if he comes to
Who said that? He didn't say that.
Chelsea
Who
fans.
said that, bro?
My Chelsea fans told me, bro. Apparently, because Thiago Silva's here, he'll want to come. Because Thiago Silva's doing his coaching badge or whatever it's called.
I didn't know that.
Well, look, it's Chelsea fans, isn't it?
But that don't even mean anything, man. Trust me, them men are French as well.
Where would he go?
Thiago.
Where would Mbappe go for you, man? Where do you think he will fit in perfectly in the Prem? If he got to a team in the Prem, where would you say that's where you're going to get the best out of Mbappe?
You know it's Arsenal.
Arsenal?
You know what?
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna.
I agree.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's Arsenal.
Where else are you happy to?
It's weird to say, but where else? He doesn't slot. He slots in Arsenal like a flipping jigsaw puzzle, bro. Right?
Wow.
Comes good.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Mbappe, I can imagine him in an Arsenal team already. Like he feels to me like he was made for Arsenal. Like, especially them times just after Henry left. If we had someone like him behind ahead of Fabregas and them, man, our team would have been unstoppable. But even now, obviously he'll never come to us because we will never pay the money. But I feel like he would actually do so well at Arsenal. I can't even lie. But if not Arsenal, then Man City. If not Arsenal. That's my personal hunch on Mbappe.
I see Chelsea, I can't lie. My Chelsea friends gas me. I can see my Chelsea, I can't lie.
I kind of feel that Mbappe would be best at City and Haaland would be best at Liverpool. I feel like Haaland at Liverpool, Klopp likes a high energy, counter-attacking.
Haaland can press as well and counter-attacking. No, you're right, you're not wrong.
Could be dangerous. What do you think, Rash? Haaland, where would he be best? And Mbappe, where would he be best?
It's weird because yesterday I was thinking about this same thing and I was thinking, well, Haaland would actually probably make good in a Chelsea team, but after them just buying Timo and him being like not what they expected him to be, I think they really wanted to work with him, so I can't see him going anywhere there. But I can see him. I mean, I can see him working at a United, Haaland. I can see him doing. I can see him. He just fits the bill. He just, like if you look at their past strikers that they have had over the years, let's just stay from the early 90s all the way to now. He slots right in. He's their type of striker to have. You know what I mean? I've seen a few of them play for United. You know what I mean? But he's solid. Like the Hugheses and them and then the Cantonas as well. Do you know what I mean? But it's clinical, like the Van Nistelrooys, the Scholesies when he was up there, the Rooneys when he first came in. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got that. I just think he's got that that piece of their puzzle as well. He can just jump in there and fit. If he was at City, I don't think he'll fit there for some reason. I think Mbappe would. I think Mbappe is a more all-round player. He's more skilled on the ball, better with his feet, technically better as well. He seems to be the better answer to Jesus for them. He's kind of what they wanted Jesus to be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think he'd fit better at City.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Keep Abanian for next season, or have the option to replace him for Jesus?
Nah, I'm not. I'm not a huge Jesus fan.
He hasn't impressed me since his first season, to be honest.
So Aubameyang has, yeah.
Yeah, it's only this season he hasn't.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna argue with you guys. I thought I'd just pull it out.
You know why? The only issue with that for me is that if you're telling me Aubameyang's gone and Jesus comes in, I don't feel like I'd want to give my trust in Jesus when we could just play Martinelli instead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my.
Jalil, I sent you an article yesterday actually regarding Martinelli. Did you read it?
I did read it, bro. I did read it. So, in the article, thank God. So the reason why Martinelli hasn't been playing is because they actually want to convert him into a striker. He's been training with the shooting practice coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
That made me happy. That made me happy. It made me really happy to see that because if I'm honest with you, when we first brought Martinelli in, he was playing as a striker.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw that, maybe a tear dropped from my eyes, maybe it didn't. I ain't telling you. But I was really happy.
Yeah. If Arteta coaches him right, Martinelli as a front man in the modern game, we've got a serious player. At worst, he can become a serious asset for us, a serious, valuable monetary asset. And him and Saka, there could be one day we could get 160 million for them both combined. You can't rule that out.
What? It's amazing because someone even broke it down to me right now. I said that Saka is the player that is more
talked about.
Is pivotal to Arsenal's play.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
More important player right now, young player, and he's our best player. So that has turned out to be true. Martinelli is the bigger talent. His future is bright. The ability, the room for development for that guy because of what he already offers is just massive as a forward alone. Like Saka's brilliant because he's come through like left back, winger, midfield. The boy is amazing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But because Martinelli is stuck in that final third of the pitch, it's just amazing what you can develop him as an all-round striker. He can be the full, complete centre forward if he wanted to be. Do you know what I mean? Great potential in that guy.
There was a question, John you asked me and Rash a question. I remember when we first started doing this. Who would be the biggest generation of talent? You asked us, Xhaka and Martinelli. Do you remember what we said?
Yeah, he asked that. I think I gave that same answer that I just gave now.
Who did you say?
I said the bigger talent is going to be Martin.
Yeah. I think you both said it, to be honest. I think you both said Martinelli.
I think I got snipped when I said I compared him to CR7, didn't I?
Yeah. And he was like, yo.
R9, bro. You compared him to R9.
Chill. I remember chill. I said chill.
Take a breath.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. But listen, big on Martinelli, man. I hope he can start on Sunday. Get a nice run around against West Ham. I think he'll cause them a lot of problems. But let's see. Hopefully, he gets a game. Hopefully. But yeah, so before we move on to the last game, final predictions for this one. Who's going through, Jalil? You sticking with Dortmund?
Okay. In all fairness, I want City to go through. Do you know what? City's going through. I'm going to start City.
City's going through. Rash, who's going through?
I think City will win the first game 2-1. Second game will probably be 1-0 Dortmund. Go penalty shootout. City just going to get through. That's what I think.
That's tense.
I know. That's a lot, isn't it? That's details.
That's tense, man. Again, now that gives me vibes of Rash predicting Fulham to win at Anfield and Everton to win at Anfield. So, again, if you're a betting man, I might just want to put a cheeky £5 down on that right now.
Check my track record. It hasn't been good the last few.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, Jalil's ahead of Rash now. It's true.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened. I'm
Jalil's been doing some madness, bro. Yo. Listen, last game, Real Madrid, Liverpool, rematch Champions League final of 2018. I actually realized I should have put Sergio Ramos and Salah up there because that's like a grudge match. A real grudge match. I know Salah ain't forgotten about that. And in a weird way, somehow I feel like Ramos ain't forgotten about it either. Ramos is that weird type of guy who's gonna remember that as well. So
whisper in his ear.
Yeah, trust me.
Remember when I ruined your final?
Yo, he's alright. But yeah, Jalil, first thoughts, man. Real Madrid, Liverpool, man. What are you thinking?
I want Salah to pull it through Ramos's legs and score the final goal, because that was unfair. I'm a defender, and I take you out. I let you know I'm there. If you know me, I let you know I'm there. But I don't want to end man's career. Man took about the game out. Obviously, I'm not being sloppy, but that was kind of unfair. Let's be real. That was really unfair, man. Just take him out, man. Leave one on him. Give him a dead leg and move on. But man said, do you know what? Give me that for a second. Man said, give me that.
And then he did that.
Yeah. But what do I do? I still like Ramos. I love him as a player. You know, I think it's going to be a difficult game because if you look at Real Madrid at the moment, they're finding form. Now, I expected them to have a fight, a fighting force. I didn't expect, Vinicius Junior and them man to be there. I wanted Hazard to be there because I needed Hazard to prove point.
He's done, bro.
No, he's not done, bro. He's not done.
This season he's already out.
For the rest?
Yeah, because I think they're saying he needs to. Because Belgium are trying to force him to have an operation now, so he plays in the Euro. Well, Madrid are saying, nah, do your operation in the summer. So it's up to Hazard to decide, to be honest. I think he'll pick Belgium.
Personally, I'll pick Belgium, and then Saka still play in the Euros, and I can play next season.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Real Madrid is going to buy more people. They're going to get better. Real Madrid is not one of those clubs who have, they've gone on a bad run for what, 2-3 years now?
Bro, they'll just sell him in the summer, bro.
Were you going to sell him in the summer?
Yeah, bro. Madrid fans have already said he should be sold, bro. Them man ain't got no mercy, bro.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look. Every Liverpool fan will tell you this. They will be happy to finish out at the top 4, but they would want to win the Champions League. And I'm hearing, don't know how true it is, but a lot of the defenders are coming back to training. So,
if
that happens, that would be scary. I don't know who's Van Dijk though. I don't think I saw Van Dijk. I think it's Gomez.
And Matip as well.
Gomez and Matip. Them two have been decent together as well. But Van Dijk's the main guy you want to come back. But I don't know. I think he's trying to rep for the Euros and all. But anyway,
he's out.
I think Liverpool go through, if I'm honest with you. I think it's going to be a good game. And as I said, I think Real Madrid will bring it on them. Look, both teams have been poor. But both teams are starting to find form. This just makes for a good game to watch. And I love this time of the year because all the games are good to watch.
Yeah, I agree. That's very well said. Rush, again, yeah, man, take it away. Thoughts on the game?
So, there's obviously going to need to be a little bit of revenge going on. They're going to need to improve. I'm talking on Liverpool's point of view. I can see Klopp like giving them the real motivational speech. This is all we've got. This is all we've got. This is all we can do. You know what I mean? Just give it 100. Yeah, I can see him doing that, and I can see Liverpool really trying to make a game of it. Especially if they get those defenders back. If we have like a Gomez back in the position, that's already. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's a big move already. Yeah. So good things, and a good chance for Liverpool. Madrid, they're a bit sometime-ish at the minute. I'm not too sure about Madrid. Jalil's saying that they're finding a bit of form at the minute, but they're definitely not the Madrid of the past. I thought Vinicius was going to be sick, but it seems like they don't really rate him over there. The players don't anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It's Benzema, bro. Benzema said don't pass the ball to him.
Yeah.
And none of them did it. None of them passed the ball to him as well. Remember that game?
It's mad, you know.
Benzema's got power, you know.
Right, yeah. Hey, Benzema's a real gangster, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let me say something. You know, have you ever played football? Because it was the park, yeah? And the guy who has the ball, like he owns the ball, he's like, can we borrow your ball? Let's all have a game together. He goes, yeah. I got home now. And then, you know, the main guy goes, Oh, if you go home, I'll bang you in your face. That's Benzema.
That's Benzema, bro. Listen, my man is serious. Like he's got a life outside of football. Yeah, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, that he can say something and his command is there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm just not impressed with Madrid. But at the same time, I haven't seen enough this season. Not gonna lie, I haven't. And I think it's too hard for me to call because I'm not impressed with Liverpool's form as well. So they've got a couple of victories in recent games, but at the same time, they've been really poor. The last, let's say 7, 8. Like they're nothing like who they were last season, season before that. So this one, I'm afraid, is too close to call, man. I can't call it.
Yeah. You know what? It is for me. It's like it's a very close, balanced tie. But I've seen Madrid a little bit this season, and yeah, they're not good. They are not good. I can't even lie. If Liverpool play at 90% of their potential, I would expect Liverpool to get the job done. Yeah, I personally, it's going to be a good tie for sure. But yeah, no, I expect Liverpool to get the job done. So yeah, so Jalil, you're going Liverpool or Madrid?
I'm going Liverpool this one.
Liverpool and Rash?
Can't call it.
Can't call it, and I'm going Liverpool. So there we have it, people. That's our kind of quick review of the Europa League and Champions League quarterfinal draw. For the Arsenal Slavia Prague game, we've all got Arsenal to go through. Granada, Man United, we've all got Man United going through. City Dortmund, we all have City going through just. And for Madrid, Liverpool, which we just discussed, we got 2 Liverpools and we got one kind of basically saying it's a pick'em game.
Do you know what? Do you know what the main thing is though? It's because Madrid in the Champions League are a different Madrid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying it's too close call, because even though they ain't been playing good, them in the Champions League is a different Madrid. Liverpool are, yeah.
No, I agree, man. I agree. And just before we head off, quick one: Porto, Chelsea. Who's going through, Jalil?
Chelsea clean sheet, 2-0 at home, 2-0 away.
Okay, 4-0 aggregate. And Rash?
Now, I would have said Chelsea because of their current form, and I think they are solid enough to actually go through, probably go all the way actually to the final under Tuchel. They're looking really, really. But I think Porto's going to cause an upset. I think they're going to give them their first loss. I think it's going to be Porto. Pow! Said it.
Damn. There we have it. Porto to go through. I'm going Chelsea, but I'm going to be looking out for that game because Porto have already pulled off one shock this season. So let's not be surprised about that. But listen, people, that wraps it up from us for a quick review. Make sure to smash that like button. If you're new, do subscribe to the channel. Obviously, this weekend, there's not many Premier League games, and there's only a couple of FA Cup games. So us and the guys still need to decide if we're going to do a show on Sunday. We might get a well-deserved rest this weekend. But we'll be back next week. I think on Wednesday because it's international break, so we're back to Wednesday. Relentless coming in saying, big up Relentless, by the way, saying Salah overrated bum. Bro, listen, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's bad, but hey, listen. But yeah, listen, so we'll be back next Wednesday. Best goalkeepers of the 2000s should be a good one, so make sure to tune in, get your comments in as always, and obviously set your reminders and all that. Well, people, that's it from us. Jalil, Rash, we out. Have a good weekend, peeps. Peace.
Salam.
Peace.